introduce her a bit. Katie is the founder of English Pronunciation School British Accent Academy. She specialized in teaching English pronunciation in 2013, and she has been teaching practical phonetics and phonology courses to non-native speakers ever since. Katie founded British Accent Academy in 2015, which offers online pronunciation courses and face-to-face pronunciation training as well. She has been certified by the International Phonetic Association. She also has got a range of ESL classroom experience, as well as a solid background to teaching online. As well as being a native speaker of British English, Katie holds a MA Honours Linguistics degree from the University of Edinburgh. Amazing, Katie, all for you.
Thank you so much, thank you. Oh.
Right, so the floor is yours, all right?
Fantastic, great, thank you so much. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'll just play from the start here. Before we begin, I was wondering if I could have 3 volunteers. Yulia, would you like to be one volunteer? Ideally Russian speakers. I'm going to stop sharing. If you'd like to be a volunteer, if you put your agreement in the chat, that would be fantastic. Fantastic, Yulia, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, we'll start with Yulia, that's fantastic. So I'll just share my screen again. Wonderful. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to teach you some tips on how to deal with vowel problems faced by Russian students, particularly when in ESL training. So my name's Katie, and I've been a pronunciation teacher for the past 7-8 years. And I've taught a lot of Russians during this time. And particularly the vowels tend to cause problems for Russian speakers of English. This is the case even if students are fairly fluent in English, partly because the vowel space that is used in a British English accent is very, very different from the vowel space used in Russian. Now, this is the case for other languages as well. However, particularly for Russian speakers, these open vowels at the bottom here, vowel 1 and vowel 2, these are particularly challenging if you are Russian. Russian speakers typically aren't used to stretching their mouths as much as English native speakers are. And it has a lot to do with tongue control as well, and perceiving these open vowels. Now, the third vowel we're going to tackle today is this lax this little horseshoe shape here. Now, in Russian, you have got some space used here at the back, but our in English is quite different from the that is usually used in Russian. So usually when I start pronunciation training with English students, especially Russian speakers, I would tend to go through the whole of the vowel chart. Now, this can look quite confusing at first, this diagram. So the best way to explain it, I find, is by saying that all of these sounds on this pointy corner here are nice and smiley. We need to really stretch our mouths in a nice smiley shape to pronounce these front vowels. So in English, we have a lovely correlation between the lip position when we pronounce these vowel shapes and the tongue position. Now, when we have smiley lips, our tongue is nice and far forward in the mouth. So it's near the teeth. The highest point of the tongue is near the teeth. But at the back of the mouth, we're talking about here on this side, the sort of the straight edge, if you like, our lips are round and our tongue is back. So the more back your tongue is in the mouth, the rounder the lips are in British English. Similarly, if your tongue is in the middle of the mouth, your lips should be nice and relaxed. So we can go through this, this vowel chart together, working our way from the front to the back before we examine our vowels 1, 2, and 3. So Yulia, can you unmute yourself for me?
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Fantastic. Hi, nice to meet you. So we're going to go through the front vowels first. So we're going to spread our lips and work our way down. This is what I would do with students. So I'll go first and I'll point to myself and then I'll point to you and you can repeat. So we're going to go from the top, E, E, A. Give it a try.
E, E, A.
Okay, so this is a really, really common issue if your native language is Russian. Your tongue is a little bit too central, and sometimes it has a tendency to be a little bit too far back if your native language is Russian, and it is, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So what I want you to do is really stretch your lips and push your tongue as close as you can to your bottom teeth. Go, ah, for me.
Ah.
That's excellent. That's really, really good. So it's going to feel quite, that's perfect. So it's going to feel quite strange to stretch your mouth that way. But we'll work on that in a bit more detail shortly. Fantastic. So now let's go to the beginning. So we've got, to the middle, sorry. We've got, ah. That's lovely, fantastic. And then we're gonna go to the back. Ooh, or, oh. Give it a try.
Ooh, oh.
Fantastic. So your lips are nice and round there. Your lips are nice and round and your tongue is nice and far back. That's perfect. Now we're going to try and go into the middle a little bit more. So we're going to go from E to I. E, I.
E.
Okay, this is tricky. E, I.
E, I.
That's excellent. Now we're going to go into the middle. So you can see that in the middle here, that's fantastic. In the middle here, everything is relaxed. So when we're trying to navigate this space inside our mouths with our tongue, our lips and our jaw, we need to always reference this most relaxed point in the middle of our mouths. So that was absolutely perfect. If we go from the top to the bottom of the chart, we're working our way down with our jaw. So if you notice again, we'll go E, E, A.
E, E, A.
Okay, fantastic. And stretch those lips again. E, E, A.
E, E, A.
That's lovely. So your jaw is moving gradually more open as you get down. Exactly. So if we're on this slanty edge, we've got spread lips and a nice front tongue. If we're in the middle here on this middle line or in the center of the chart where everything is relaxed, and then if we're at the back, we've got round lips and a nice back tongue. So we're going to particularly focus on these three sounds, 1, 2, and 3. So the first one is this A that we've already looked at. So thank you so much again, Julia, for volunteering. We're going
no problem. Bye-bye.
dig a bit deeper into this one. So, so for this one, you can see this diagram. We've got the tongue near the bottom teeth. And we're stretching those lips and we're going ah, ah, ah. You can do it at home. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, Julia, can you unmute yourself again if you show?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying that I should.
No, not at all. That's absolutely fine. Thank you so much. So let's try one more time. Ah, ah, ah.
Ah, ah, ah.
That's
so can I say it in words? Like
yeah.
Cat. Cat.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. And again, cat.
Cat.
Excellent. So there your tongue is really, really nice and far forward towards your lower teeth. Your lips are really nice and smiley and your jaw is really, really nice and open. How does that feel to you?
Normal.
Normal, great.
No, well, it's
fantastic.
Okay.
That's wonderful. That's really, really good. So the next one we're looking at is oh. Again, quite tricky sometimes for Russian native speakers. Sometimes this oh gets confused with or. In Russian, it's a little bit less extreme than in English. So here, we need to be rounding the lips, pulling the tongue right back, and opening the jaw fairly wide again. Oh.
Oh.
Really nice. So this is typically a short vowel. So it's going to feel a bit strange, really, really extreme. Pull it back even further, round those lips and drop the jaw as extreme as you can. Oh.
Oh.
Fantastic. Hot.
Hot.
That's amazing. Well done, Julia. Fantastic. Next, we've got So this is less extreme. Now, oh, sorry. I'm going to try and go back. This one is less extreme. This one is So this one should be closer to a completely relaxed mouth shape. Now, English teachers often struggle to explain this sound in book. Sometimes this in book can merge in non-native speaker English with an oo, which is just above. Ooh, Now, rather than talking about it in terms of length, it can help to talk about it in terms of energy. So this sound is a lot closer to this central relaxed sound. Let's give it a try.
Oh.
That's excellent. Fantastic. So we can say that this is an open front spread vowel. We can say that this is an open back rounded vowel. And we can say that this is a mid close, that means the jaw is tight and close to our nose, mid close, mid back, and semi-rounded vowel. So it's less extreme, it's a lot more central in the mouth. So what are the problems with this that we first looked at, the in cat? What are the main problems for Russian speakers? Well, this can merge with the vowels surrounding it if your native language is Russian. So as we saw at the very beginning, sometimes Russian speakers find that the tongue is a little bit too far back for this that the lips are not quite stretched enough. And to English native speakers, sometimes we can hear this as something in between beck, buck, and bark. So something that's not quite the same as this It can merge to our perception. So we're going to have a go at making a clear distinction between these sounds. First, we're going to say back. Julia.
Back.
Excellent. Now we're going to look at the difference between back and beck. Back, beck.
Back, beck.
Very good. So we're comparing these two.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between these two? Well, the jaw position is the main difference. For beck, our jaw is tighter, it's closer to our nose than for back, where it's much, much more open. What about back and buck? This one here that looks like an upside down V. Let's try that. Back, buck.
Back, buck.
Okay.
Back.
So there's a danger of these two merging.
Buck.
So that's a lot better. Fantastic. So the key here is to make sure that your is really, really central, really, really relaxed. The lips are super relaxed. Buck for the
Buck.
Yeah, that's good. Buck.
Buck.
That's lovely. And then let's compare back and bark, which is this one here. Oops. But back, bark.
Bark.
Very good.
Bark.
This
It's longer.
first one, yeah, it is longer. But the key thing is, even if I say the first one, this one that we're aiming for, in a really, really long way, it's still going to sound like back. Because the key is to change the meaning of a word in English, we really need to focus on the mouth shape for these vowels rather than the length. So if I were teaching a group of students, instead of talking about the length of the vowel, I would really, really be focusing on the shape that we're making with our mouths for this sound. Excellent point. So back, really, really, really back, really spread, and then bark. We want to be putting your tongue in the middle of the mouth. Bark.
Bark.
That's excellent, fantastic. So really, really focusing now on the mouth shape. That's lovely. Okay, so we're going to look at a different combination now. We're focusing on this circled sound here, or another extreme sound that's particularly tough for Russian speakers. And we're going to look at it in comparison with a few other common sounds. So here we're comparing or, and o. So let's remind ourselves of this oh again. Really, really nice and back, really nice and round, really nice and open. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, 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 oh. Hot.
Fantastic. Hot.
Mm-hmm.
And again, hot.
Hot.
That's excellent. Lovely. And now we're comparing it with this or. So this is commonly merged with or in Russian speakers. And for this or, it's not just the length that makes the distinction, it's also the jaw position. We need to be pulling our jaw up for or, and we need to be dropping the jaw for this oh.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a go. Not, naught.
Not, naught.
Lovely. Cot, caught.
Cot, caught.
Excellent. So can you see Yulia's mouth shape changing for these two? It's not just the length, but also the mouth shape. Chalk, chalk.
Chalk, chalk.
Very, very nice. Stock, stalk.
Stock, stalk.
Very nice. Bot, bought.
Bought, bought.
Lovely, fantastic. And some students will also get confused with the O that we have here. So for the O, we really need to be moving our lips from a relaxed position into a really rounded position. So we can compare the three. We've got a minimal triplet here. So we're only changing the one sound each time. Not, naught, note.
Should I say? Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Not, naught, note.
Excellent. Cot, caught, coat.
Coat, coat. Coat, coat, coat.
Okay, so this is tricky. For the first one, really, really nice and back and round.
Coat.
Cot.
Cot.
Excellent. Second, pull the sound out. Caught.
Coat.
Excellent. And the third one, coat. Lots of lovely
Coat.
movement. Excellent. Really lovely. Let's try another one. Chalk, chalk, choke.
Chalk. 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 Choke.
Excellent. Lovely. Stock, stalk, stoke.
Stock. Stalk. Stoke.
Lovely. Nice movement in the last one as well. Bot, bought, boat.
Bought. Boat. Bought.
So for the second one, just keep the articulators, keep your tongue really, really steady for that second one. Bought.
Bought.
That's lovely. And for the third one, lots of lovely movement. Boat.
Boat.
That's wonderful. That's really, really good. Okay, so we're gonna, just checking my timing. Okay, that's okay. So we're gonna try and practice some sentences with this oh. This really extreme oh. So it's the first one in those triplets. Oh, oh, oh. We lost, really nice and back, really nice and round. We lost the orange mop. Give it a try, Yulia.
We lost the orange mop.
Very nice. Gosh, Oliver's got lots of boxes.
Gosh, Oliver's got Gosh, Oliver's got lots of boxes.
Excellent. I forgot the hot shot boss.
I forgot the hot shot box.
So this time, I was hearing, to my perception, something a little bit more similar to this or. So this is really, really common. And the way to work on this is to really think, again, really extreme back, really extreme open, really extreme round. Forgot.
I forgot.
Hot shot.
Hot shot.
Excellent. Hot shot boss.
Hot shot boss.
Lovely. Boss. Really, really nice and extreme. Boss. Really nice and round. Good. And this time, make it really nice and short to get that sort of that impact. Boss.
Boss.
That's it. Lovely. How does that feel to you?
Well, I'm like learning Chinese.
It's different.
No, it's okay. It's normal.
Good.
I I think I speak close to that.
Yeah, and sometimes even within a speaker's repertoire of sounds, sometimes it's easier with new words than words that you've been saying for a really long time. Sometimes we get a sort of fossilization there.
This is like when you're thinking of walking, like you walk every day and now you have to think about it, and then when you're speaking and you're thinking about speaking, that's strange.
Exactly. But if you really exaggerate when you're practicing, and if you keep your practice to like 2 minutes a time, 2 or 3 times a day, you're feeding your brain with that kind of extreme feeling. And even if in Russian you don't get that mouth shape, you'll begin to think, oh yeah, this is how I need to move my mouth for the single O in English. And it's feels a bit weird, but your brain will get used to it the more you feed it with regular practice. So that's great, fantastic. So the final sound that we're going to be looking at today is this and I want to emphasize again the distinction being the mouth shape. So in Russian and in English we have this sound, which is usually fairly back in Russian. So the tongue is pulled, the highest point of the tongue is pulled fairly back. The lips are round. In English we often pronounce this in a pretty variable way. The sound is moving in modern English a little bit, but generally we have a lot of energy in that number 4 sound and a lot less energy in this number 3 sound that we get in English. So that's the first thing to think about, is energy. How much muscle energy are you putting into this little horseshoe shaped number 3 sound in English? Much less than you should be in Russian. Also, the mouth shape, the lips are a little bit less round typically than with the number 3 than the number 4, a little bit less round. The tongue is definitely more relaxed for this Fantastic. So let's have a go at number 4, ooh.
Ooh.
Great. And number 3,
Oh.
Around the lips a tiny bit again.
Oh.
That's lovely, fantastic. So you can feel, can't you, Julia, that there's a lot less energy in the number 3 than the number 4. Okay, so really don't emphasize when you're teaching English, don't emphasize the length, because I can say, for example, if I'm being very enthusiastic, I can use sound number 3 when I say good. It's still super relaxed. It's still super relaxed. We're not getting ooh, it's still still that really low energy. Yeah, try good. Yeah, that's lovely. That's really nice. Okay, so we're going to look at some minimal pairs. So the first one in each pair, we're just swapping one sound out each time. The first one is nice and relaxed.
Bull.
Exactly. Bull versus bool. Give it a try. Bull, bool.
Okay. Bull. Bull.
Okay, nice. So with your bool, usually this ooh is a little bit longer than the naturally. Obviously the mouth shape is much more important, but let's try and extend this ooh and bool. Bool, the second one.
Bool.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So we'll look at the next pair. Could, cooed.
Could, could.
Okay, so for that cooed, really round those lips and pull the tongue back. Cooed.
Could.
Very, very nice. And there will be variability depending on the individual's region in Russia as well, and depending on your own sort of your own repertoire when it comes to vowels in English. So just note that with your students as well. And then the next minimal pair is hood and hood.
Hood, hood.
So this one again, around those lips. Hood.
Hood.
That's good, fantastic. So let's have a go at this sentence. Bulls know nothing of bull.
Bulls know nothing of bull.
Okay, the mums could have cooed more.
The mums could have cooed more.
Lovely. Who'd pull up their hood in the rain?
Who'd pull up their hood in the rain?
So for that hood, just make sure that you're adding a bit less energy there. Hood.
Hood.
Very, very nice. Fantastic. So a question that a lot of people ask me is, how do I tell when I should pronounce that double O with the relaxed, lax, lazy, low energy horseshoe sound like in book or good? It's super confusing, right? Because this double O can be pronounced ooh, and it can be pronounced So it's the nice thing is that there's a list. This is the list of times where we pronounce double O as this lazy, low energy sound. It doesn't extend much further than this. This is the list. Any other time you see a double O, it's going to be pretty much pronounced ooh with lots of high energy. But if you see one of these words, it's going to be pronounced with less energy and a more central, relaxed, lazy tongue. So let's just quickly run through them, Julia. Book.
Okay. So with lots of energy, right? The
with
first column.
less energy. So this one's
with
really
less energy.
lazy, yeah. Book.
Okay. Book.
Brook.
Brook. Book.
And the second one, brook.
Brook. Cook. Cookie.
Keep going.
Brook. Foot. Good. Good.
No, that was great.
Good. Hood. Hook.
Keep going. Look.
So these ones we pronounce with less energy.
So all of them on this page, every single one on this page.
With less energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But well, the word look, we say look. There's also lots of energy. Okay.
So what I mean is, when you, with these sounds, once you get the mouth shape right, and the muscle energy, the muscle tension in the mouth is less, you can actually extend the sound for a longer duration, even though your mouth is more relaxed. So if instead of saying look, we say look in the back tongue, we're relaxing the tongue, but we can still make it long. So we can go look. Give it a try.
Look.
Excellent. So your muscle tension is low, but we can still make it long.
Okay. Rook. Shook. Stood. Took. Understood. Whoosh. Wood. Wooden. Wool. Woolen.
Excellent. Yeah, so the energy there is super, super low. That was excellent, fantastic. But you can make it nice and long, especially if you're stressing the word, if it's an important word in the phrase. So we'll just recap then what we've looked at today. So we've looked at 3 phonemes, 3 English phonemes, 3 vowel phonemes in detail. We've looked at how you need to stretch your mouth really, really smiley, nice and open, nice and front for this ah. We need to round the lips, pull the tongue back and open the jaw again, stretch the jaw nice and open for this oh. And for this number 3, it's the opposite. It's nice and lazy, low energy with the muscles, low muscle tension. We say this is a lax vowel. So we need to make our mouth shape really, really nice and central for this sound. Emphasizing the mouth shape always when you're teaching English over the length, because the length of a vowel always depends on the surrounding sounds. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. And the stress. So some sounds make a vowel longer, and some positions in a phrase will make the word stretched. That seems obvious, but really do emphasize the mouth shape over the length. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. I'm told that, thank you again, Julia, you've been amazing.
Thank you for training
me.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.